In this video, I would like to begin evaluating inverse trigonometric functions. The output values of each of these functions will be an angle, and it is important to note the range that that angle must lie within for each of the designated functions. So to evaluate sine inverse of x, for example, I'm asking the question, what angle in the interval negative pi over 2 to positive pi over 2 has a sine ratio of x? Let's consider a few specific examples. Say I want to evaluate sine inverse of root 3 over 2. Putting it in words, here's what that means. We want to find an angle theta in the interval negative pi over 2 to positive pi over 2 such that sine of theta equals root 3 over 2. Well, the corresponding trigonometry fact that may be helpful is that sine of 60 degrees equals root 3 over 2. 60 degrees is also thought of as pi over 3, and we can ask ourselves, is pi over 3 in the specified range? Yes, it is. So our output, or our answer in this case, is simply pi over 3. Or if we want to find the inverse cosine of negative root 2 over 2, I'm looking for an angle theta in the interval 0 to pi, such that cosine of theta is negative root 2 over 2. The corresponding trigonometry fact that may be helpful here is that cosine of 45 degrees is root 2 over 2. That's not quite what I want here because my given value is negative root 2 over 2. So we're actually looking for an angle in the range from 0 to pi that has a cosine of negative root 2 over 2. That will be a quadrant 2 angle with a reference angle of 45 degrees. This angle itself is 135 degrees, or 3 pi over 4. So cosine inverse of negative root 2 over 2 equals 3 pi over 4. Third, if I want to find tangent inverse of negative 1, I'm looking for an angle from negative pi over 2 to positive pi over 2 such that the tangent of that angle is negative 1. The corresponding trigonometry fact is that tangent of 45 degrees equals 1. And I want to find an angle from pi over 2 to negative pi over 2 with a tangent of negative 1. This will be a quadrant 4 angle, and it's measured as a negative angle. So it's measured directly clockwise from the positive x-axis, and this will simply be negative 45 degrees, or negative pi over 4. Our output value here is negative pi over 4. Last one, the inverse cosine of 1/2. We're looking for an angle from 0 to pi that has a cosine of 1/2, and it may be helpful to remember that cosine of 60 degrees equals 1/2. 60 degrees is pi over 3, and that is in the range from 0 to pi, so that is our output value. The number one thing to remember as we evaluate inverse trig functions is that our input number is a ratio, a sine, cosine, or tangent measurement. The output value that we are looking for is the angle that corresponds to that sine, cosine, or tangent measurement.